You have great fighters and great fighters start talking about one another. I mean, then egos become a big part.
Who would you say was better? You were in the ring with Roy. You saw Floyd in their primes. Who had a better prime? Who's the overall better fighter?
Roy Jones.
Roy Jones? Why is that? What separates him from Floyd in their prime?
We love you. Roy, everybody Jones. Floyd, forever asking him. He ready to fight me and fight Pacquiao.
Pac was still in his prime, wasn't he? Pacquiao was younger than Floyd when they fought.
Imagine this. Two boxing legends, Floyd Mayweather and Roy Jones Jr., both past their prime but still burning with competitive fire. Now picture this. Floyd is back in training. Not for another exhibition, but for a real fight. A fight that could reshape how we view boxing history forever. Could Mayweather actually risk his legacy against Roy Jones Jr.? Let's break it down. Recently, Floyd has been seen training intensely at his gym, with Jeff Mayweather monitoring closely. Clips show him working on speed drills, mitt work, and conditioning. When asked if he was coming back, Floyd said, "People doubt me. They say I wasn't that good, but I'm still the best ever. And if I come back, I'll prove I'm still the best ever." These words, paired with his training footage, have fueled speculation that Floyd may be preparing for real fights, not exhibitions.
Is there something that you want to elaborate on, or is there something that maybe you don't like about Floyd?
One thing I don't like is that you don't respect elders. You talk about Muhammad Ali got beat by an 8-0 fighter. The 8-0 fighter was an Olympian who was a monster, who, if you had a monster like that in your weight class, you wouldn't fight him at that time.
Meanwhile, Roy Jones Jr. hasn't held back on his criticism. He accused Mayweather of avoiding true challenges during his prime, even claiming that Amir Khan was the one fighter Floyd didn't want to face due to Khan's speed and footwork. According to Jones, Mayweather ducked Khan, and that statement has reignited fierce debates among hardcore boxing fans.
You don't think, in my opinion, the only person that really had a chance in his weight class back then was Amir Khan. He wasn't touching Amir Khan. At the time, Amir had too good a feet. He wasn't fighting Amir Khan.
Amir was calling him out for years.
He wasn't fighting Amir Khan. Amir Khan had too good a feet. I already know this.
I just don't think he would have beat Floyd.
I ain't saying you don't know.
Yeah, he was young, he was fast, he was knocking people out.
You don't understand boxing like I do, though. Who Floyd was knocking out? Besides Pac.
Not at that time. Nobody.
That's it.
Yeah.
So
Jones has also been vocal about his belief that Floyd was never truly the greatest. He argues that Mayweather carefully controlled matchmaking and stayed away from the most dangerous opponents. In a fiery interview, Jones even challenged him, directly saying, "You want to troll me? Come fight me. I don't do talking. I fight." At 56, Jones makes it clear he doesn't want an exhibition. He wants a real professional fight with real stakes and a clear winner.
But here's what my problem is. Well, I understand. I know you're a Floyd fan. But here's my problem. Who did Floyd fight that was on his level? Only Canelo. That's it. Don't give me that stuff about the other guy that was going to prison. He know he going to prison when he get through. And then to take it even further,
He fought Cotto.
Cotto was not on his level. Wait. See, stop. Let me finish first. Cotto.
You asked me a question.
Cotto already was done.
Although no contracts have been signed, Floyd's training camp looks serious. His workouts resemble a full fight camp, and his promotional team seems to be preparing quietly behind the scenes. While Floyd has participated in multiple exhibitions, this one feels different, personal, with legacy on the line, especially since Jones refuses to treat it as mere entertainment.
It's cool too. I got opinions, and I'm allowed to say my opinions or speak my opinion. And if somebody was trying to send me a subliminal message, it would. Because if you want to prove that you're better than me, I'm always better.
Outside of the camps, legends are weighing in. On a podcast with Shaquille O'Neal, Mike Tyson said a Mayweather vs. Jones fight would be huge. But he added that if Floyd truly wants respect, he should fight an active elite fighter like Terrence Crawford. According to Tyson, Jones would be a spectacle, but Crawford would be the ultimate test.
Or is it like...
You got to respect anything a person does and stay undefeated that long. So I respect it to a degree, yeah. Is it a 50-0 that I think, he the greatest fighter all the time? Nah. Chavez was 80-0 at one point. 80. He could retire at 8-0. You go up atop that? No.
Andre Ward also shared his thoughts, dismissing rumors that he had fueled this feud. Ward explained it's just fighters talking, nothing more. While he respects Floyd, he admitted that Roy Jones Jr. has always been his personal favorite.
I can get his weight up and they should make
I don't think they're gonna do that. I don't think they're gonna do that.
Who is better in their prime than
I ain't into that, man. Y'all know how I feel about all three of them, but Roy was my favorite fighter of all time.
You know, you try to emulate a little bit of his style.
I tried to emulate all three of them, Bernard, Floyd, and Roy, but Roy is my all.
Oscar De La Hoya, who has a long rivalry with Floyd, offered another perspective. He said, "Retired fighters never lose the hunger to compete, and sometimes emotions boil over." According to Oscar, the tension between Floyd and Roy is natural, but it's also serious, because neither man wants to back down.
In front of him that he got knocked out and all this stuff. What do you think about that situation? Who is the better fighter in their prime?
Look, in their prime, I mean, I gotta give it up to both guys, but I mean, look, we're retired, man. Let's keep this fighting thing for the young bucks, you know.
But you fought Floyd, you fought him, so you know firsthand, you know his talent. But Roy in his prime, when he was like Superman, before the knockouts, before everything,
he was a beast. He was a beast.
Jones, however, has been crystal clear. He doesn't want a payday exhibition. He wants a legitimate pro fight. For him, it's about proving that Mayweather's career was carefully protected and that Floyd was never truly tested under real pressure. At this stage, a fight isn't about money, it's about legacy.
Losses. But what you won't see is any time in his career where he was as good and as dominant at his peak as Roy Jones Jr. was. Roy Jones Jr. was one of the best fighters, pound for pound, #1 fighter in the sport of boxing for over a decade, and he deserves respect.
I'd be able to take credit for beating Pacquiao after he got knocked out by Marquez, because that's not the same Pacquiao.
Of course.
That's not the Pacquiao at the top of his game.
Yeah, of course.
But in society today, we'll call that person the best fighter ever.
Of course.
When that's not how that go. That's not reality. But in the business world, it is, because look how much money he made.
Insiders are also breaking down the matchup technically. The biggest issue? Weight. Roy Jones Jr. spent much of his career fighting above 160 pounds, even moving up to heavyweight. Floyd, on the other hand, rarely went beyond 150 pounds. Even at their current ages, that weight gap could play a major role in the outcome.
Roy Jones. You know Roy Jones, right? All right, thank you guys.
Thank you very much.
We got a shout out for Team Lock. You agree with me? Roy Jones is in his prime. Man, fast, footwork, strong.